Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video, I will share with you rules of thumbs pertaining to budgeting. Now, I love budgeting. However, not everyone is as devoted as me. So in case you like budgeting or even if you don't, these rules of thumbs will certainly help you improve your personal finance. This video is part of my personal finance rules of thumb series. In the series, I talk about rules of thumb pertaining to house purchase, car purchase, expenses, investing, budgeting. In order to access the full series, please click on the link above. Also, I will leave the link to these videos in the description for this video. My name is Behrouz. I'm a finance executive by profession and a personal development and growth coach by passion. In case you like this video, please don't shy away from pressing the like button and also subscribe to this channel by pressing the bell icon so that you get notified as soon as I put a new content on this channel. Now let's get going with these rules of wisdom. Rule number 1 is to track your past spending. Now I learned in my corporate career that you cannot control or improve something that you cannot measure or track. Hence, it's very important that you track and measure your past spending in order for you to improve on it. I do this on monthly basis by exporting my debit and credit card entries into an Excel file and allocate it into different buckets. This was the best personal finance habit that I got myself into. First and foremost, I could track if I'm spending less than what I'm earning. Secondly, I could tell whether my spending is in line with my life's objective and purpose. So for instance, one of my life's objective is to read more books and learn new skills. Now by tracking my past spending, I could tell whether my spending pattern is in line with that objective. That is whether I'm spending on learning new skills or I'm spending more on shopping and eat outs, which is not the primary objective that I've laid down for myself. Now, in case you're not as devoted as me and don't want to track every line item, in that case, you should at least track the key buckets where you think that you have chances of overspending. Whether it's dining out, buying new things or new clothes, this will help you track the main problem areas without you getting bogged down into the details. Rule number 2 is to create a budget. Now, in order to get your financial life under control and to create financial discipline, you need to create a budget and stick to it. Now, as per rule 1, let's assume you've already started to track your past spending. All you need to do now is to see whether your past spending is in line with the budget that you've created or not. So, for instance, you'll have to create budget for every line item. Let's say eat outs, grocery, housing, car, and then track your past spending and see whether you are delivering on the target that you've created in terms of that budget line items. Now, let's say you want to retire at the age of 50. For that, you need certain amount of saving per month. Now put that saving number as a target in your budget line items. And then compare your past spending and see whether you are able to deliver on that saving number on monthly basis or not. Now there will be certain months where you will be able to hit the target and there will be months where you won't be able to hit the target. However, all you need to do is ensure that on regular basis, on month basis or in the long run, you continue to deliver on that target and hence hit the desired budget or desired number that you've called out for yourself. Now, rule number 3 is to do with how you should prepare a budget. The rule is called 50-30-20 rule. According to this rule, 50% of your after-tax net income should be allocated towards necessities and needs, such as transportation, housing, grocery, etc. 30% of your after-tax net income should be allocated towards wants, such as entertainment, clothing, or gym membership, etc. And 20% of your budget should be allocated towards paying off debt, saving, or investing. Now, this 50% of your budget that you've allocated for needs can be further broken down. For instance, you should not be spending more than 10 to 15% on food. This includes both grocery and dining out. According to a recent study in America by Bureau of Statistics Labor, an average household spends 10 to 13% of their income on food, again, which includes dining out and groceries. Of course, ordering in food, eating out in restaurants or buying prepared food will put a stress on this budget that you've created. And hence you need to make choices when it comes to eating out or preparing your own food at home. Now the reason why I love this 50-30-20 rule is because it gives me the basics of budgeting. And it provides me the basics of budgeting in a way that it is balanced between obligations, my goals, and how much I can splurge. So it provides me a guideline in a way that all my personal finance bases are covered while leaving me some room to enjoy and splurge. Now, it does depend on case-to-case basis because this rule may be challenging for someone who's starting out. Hence, you need to use this as a guideline and adjust according to your needs. But in absence of this guideline, if I was left to my own devices, I would be spending almost 90 to 100% of my income in needs and wants only. Now, rule number 4 is to do with budgeting for children. According to the rule, a child costs $10,000 per year. This is inclusive of food, entertainment, extracurricular, clothing, education, and all. So good family planning is equal to good financial planning. Now this rule was an eye-opener for me because when I was having children, the only expenses I could forecast were of near future, and usually kids cost less in the initial years and they start to cost more as they grow up because their needs start to grow up with regards to extracurricular activities and education. Hence, in your budgeting and financial planning, make sure you factor in this cost and plan for it wisely. Now rule number 5 is to do with creating a safety net. According to the rule, you should be saving at least 3 to 6 months of your income in emergency funds. The emergency fund is money that you can access quickly if there is a sudden emergency. For instance, a medical need, your car breaks down, or God forbid you lose your job. For vast majority of people, it is not a matter of if something will happen that will challenge our financial stability. Rather, it's a question of when. Now, the factors you should consider in order to decide exactly how many months of income you should keep in your emergency funds depends on the kind of industry you are in, whether it's volatile or not. It also depends on, for instance, whether you're a single earner or you have a partner who's earning as well. So generally, if you're a single earner, you may require 6 months of saving. But if you are a dual earner, then maybe 3 months would be enough. So the theory here is, in case you are a single source of income, you require a bigger net of emergency funds. But if you have more streams of income, could be your partner or other streams of income, in that case, you may be good with lesser or smaller amount of emergency funds because you have other stream of income that can support you in case 1 or 2 streams are turned off. For me personally, my emergency funds provides me a sense of security. It could be against losing my job, any health issue, or any other rainy day expense that may come my way. Hence, without requiring me to break the bank or liquidate my fixed investments, I can always rely on my emergency funds. Now, thanks for watching this video. In case you like the video, please don't shy away from pressing the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel so you get notified as soon as I put a new content on this channel. Thank you for watching.